been a while since I just did a video where I was just straight pissed off. And today, I shouldn't be angry, but I am. I'm angry because I've got so many people inside of TU winning. But I know that there's people that aren't. And that upsets me. I don't want anyone left behind. I want everyone that comes on board, everyone that watch content, everyone that takes the closers formula, titanium profits, all of the things that we have to offer. I want you guys to win. I want you to be able to have the reality that you want for yourself. So if as we go through this video today, if you feel like I'm speaking directly towards you, I am. This video is made for you. Now, let's start off with the good side of things. Sergio has been inside of TU for a while now. Just had a baby girl a few days ago. And he just shared that February was his best month inside of his business. He made $105,000 in February on 3 deals. Here's the reason why I'm sharing this with you. These 3 deals were quite possibly in 3 of the worst locations I've ever seen someone make $105,000. One was Fairbanks, Alaska. If you've never done a deal in Alaska, that's saying something. He did a deal in Keokuk, Iowa. I don't even know if that's how you say it. It's Keokuk. We're going with Keokuk, I guess, Iowa. And then he did a deal in Charleston, West Virginia. So we got rural Iowa, basically the North Pole in Alaska, and Charleston, West Virginia, which West Virginia is one of the worst states for wholesaling. But as I'm reading the breakdown of these deals, he writes in here solutions that he had to offer, how he really earned the $105,000. I had to step in and support the owner by covering $1,000 in utility and oil bills to protect the property. The power had been shut off. The oil tank was empty, and with Fairbanks hitting negative temperatures, damage was a real risk. I also helped coordinate a moving company and cover 2 months of a storage unit to make the transition easier for the seller. Inside of the Iowa wholesale deal, he said the owner had previously been under contract with another buyer for about 2 months, and they flat fee listed the property and wasted her time. After about 20 cold calls, he was able to successfully dispose the deal. Inside of Charleston, West Virginia, he said, when I first locked it up, I expected this to be a simple novation. But he had to give me a credit. He had to pay the agent's commission. He turned it into a smooth deal. Long story short, he was able to successfully move this deal in Charleston, West Virginia by converting it over to a novation. This is beautiful, and I'm so happy for you, Sergio. I'm proud of you. Congratulations on your baby girl. But I see other people. They come inside of the implementation calls. They'll privately DM me and then reach out and they'll say, RJ, I see other people winning, but I'm not. And they want help. They want to understand why it's not working for them. And this upsets me because I look at it and I say, I don't think Sergio has any sort of skill set or natural God-given talent that someone else doesn't have. I've said this for years, that I was not given natural sales skills or this innate ability to comp and underwrite correctly and know how to move deals. The only thing that I can point back to is that I looked at failure and I said, F off. You're not going to keep me from the life that I want. And I never comprehended giving up. It was always, what are we going to do to solve the current problem that exists in front of us to keep going, to get to today? So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're not getting what you want, are you sitting there and are you constantly talking about the problems that are keeping you from the life that you want? Or are you always talking about the solutions that you're going to be implementing inside of your life to get the life that you want? That's why I'm pissed off. Because I look at people and they say they have problems, and I get it. You've got the script down. You can tell me all of the bad things that are happening. Here's the thing. We all have stories. We all have bad things that take place in our life. Your situation is not unique to only you. I know it feels like it is right now, but trust me, there's someone out there right now in a worse position than you that's going to find a way to come up with a solution to be in a better position than you a year from now. Unless you make the decision that that's not going to happen, that you're not going to fall victim to your story. You have to wake up every day and make a decision that you are going to do everything inside of your power, all of the actions necessary to make sure that you change the trajectory of where you're headed in your business. And when I see people, they end up in these bad situations in their business, and it's inevitable. Being an entrepreneur is hard. I've said this for years. It's a lonely place. And you want support. You want help. You want someone to be there. But you don't turn the lights on. You don't ask for help. You don't talk to anybody. Specifically, speaking to any TU member that's currently struggling. Where's the post? Where's the live seller call review? Where's the comp reviews? Why are you not utilizing the resources that exist around you, yet you're in such a bad place that you're desperate for help? I don't think you're desperate enough. Even if you're in the free vault or just a subscriber on this YouTube channel, if you're in a bad place, are you turning the lights on? Are you telling people that you're in a bad place, that you need support, that you need help? This is your opportunity. Turn the lights on. Just leave a comment on this video. Say, I'm in a bad place. This is what's going on. But here's what I want you to end it with. What is the solution to the problem? What are you going to do differently today than you did yesterday? Because otherwise, you're just falling victim to your own story. And that's pathetic. And trust me, I'm saying this from a place of love and care and concern, but also experience. I've put myself in horrible positions as an entrepreneur. Absolutely horrible positions. Positions that looked overwhelmingly daunting. Like, no, there's no way in the world we're going to survive this. We found a way. Not by saying, here's the solution that's going to get us out of the hole completely. It's the daily actions that we take. If we do this one step at a time every single day, and we're consistently showing up, and we don't ever talk about giving up and quitting and going back to something else that we wanted to rid ourselves of, that previous life, either if it's working at a job, answering to someone else, getting back into bad habits, whatever that looks like for you and your story, we never even contemplated that. We stay laser focused on the steps that we were going to take every single day. You guys go watch the 50-50-50 back in 2020. That was the daily steps that we were taking to dig ourselves out of the hole. You guys watched the 2023 50-50-50. That was, again, our daily steps that we were taking to dig ourselves out of the bad place that we were in. We basically destroyed our wholesale operation to go be on a TV show, to go flip houses, ignore our hedgehog concept, and go out there and say, we're going to flip houses so we can be TV stars and we can reach the masses And when we got fired from the TV show, we had to come back to the realization that the wholesale operation was in shambles. The 2023 50-50-50 was us digging ourselves out of that. Myself sitting right here in this desk, in this location, calling sellers all day, every single day for 8 hours a day. But not sitting there and looking at the negative side of things and feeling sorry for myself and saying, woe is me. No, I had to get over that. I had to say, this is my life. This is my one chance. Am I going to literally sit here and feel sorry for myself because I got fired from a TV show? Jamil Damji said it the best. Who cares that you got fired from a TV show? You had the opportunity to be on national television. No one can ever take that away from you. Here's the thing. You guys have the opportunity right now to control your destiny, to be an entrepreneur. No one can take that away from you. You have the opportunity right now to go out, call a motivated seller, get that property under contract, call an in buyer, and make a spread, and do that repeatedly. Do you have to get good at comping and underwriting? How to talk to sellers? Do you have to consistently do lead generation? Do you have to understand how to do dispositions and transaction coordination? Yes, you do. That's why you're watching my videos. Unfortunately, today, I don't get to talk about any of those things because I have to break your fucking brain and tell you to get out of your feels and get back to taking actions, steps to get back into creating your own reality within your business that you started. This is your opportunity. No one is going to feel sorry for you. No one. That's a fact. You have to wake up today and make the decision. I'm going to pick the phone up as many times as I had to pick the phone up to get a property under contract. And whatever that a number is, however many sellers you think you are calling, that is a solid amount, you need to do it about 10 times more, probably. You need to buckle down and work harder than you've ever worked today if you're in a bad place. But what I see more often than not is that the work actually slows down, and we want to blame it on the negative situation. The negative situation. Put it to the wayside. The only way you're actually going to solve it is by going out and getting properties under contract and making money. Prove the concept. Prove it to yourself, because I guarantee you, you are not bought all in on the fact that this is what you want to do for your life. You hope it is. You hope that it works. No one gives a shit about your hopes. You have to go out and get results. That's it. So again, if you think this video is about you, it is. I made this video specifically for you. Because I've been there. I sat here staring at the walls and going, what have I done? I worked all these years to get to this point, and then I killed my business. And I felt that way multiple times. This is why I preach what I preach over and over and over again. And now I'm yelling it at you guys. I focus on my headshot concept. I'm a nationwide virtual wholesaler. Anything outside of that, the answer is no. We make sure that we're talking to sellers every single day. We make sure that we're talking to buyers and building true relationships with our end buyers. So when we get a property under contract that disposes like this, we don't need the systems. We have the relationships. It took us years to get to there. People want to know, how do you get there? Every single day, showing up, taking the actions, not feeling sorry for myself. When things don't work out, when I have to sit at termination, it's okay. It's part of the business. It's to be expected. If you're a great wholesaler, you're still going to terminate about 30% of your contracts. So if you've had 3 properties under contract and you've terminated 3, go get you 7 more, close all 7, and you're right on par for where you need to be. 70% contract to close ratio. But you stopped and you said the math's not working out, RJ. It's because you're new. You didn't know any better. You didn't know how to comp and underwrite. You probably didn't even know what was a deal and what wasn't a deal. We went through the exact same thing in 2014. I got properties under contract. I got my teeth kicked in. Bell Place, Fort Worth, Texas. I'll never forget it. I thought it was a banger of a deal. And I got my teeth kicked in, and I got educated by end buyers that told me, son, you don't know what you're talking about. This property was built in the 1920s. Do you know what kind of rehab this is going to need? And I said, my calculator, and they said, your calculator. Real life tells us this is going to take $125,000 to rehab. But my calculator told me it was going to take $50,000. I was wrong. I didn't give up. That's why I'm still here today. So maybe you went out and you underwrote a property incorrectly. You got your teeth kicked in. What did you learn from it? What did you do immediately after you got off the phone with that buyer who told you your numbers were incorrect? Did you learn? Did you change your behaviors and your actions? Did you realize that the calculator is not the end-all be-all, but you have to develop skill sets? You actually have to listen and learn how to underwrite deals and figure it out for yourself. A tool is only good as the person using the tool. This is where I want you guys focus. Baby steps every single day, getting that 1% better, winning the day, taking that necessary action, but eliminating the fact that you're feeling sorry about where you are today. You're too focused on the present and not focused on what you are doing inside the present to get you to a better future. So yes, I'm extremely proud of all of the wins that I'm seeing inside of Titanium University. I'm extremely proud of seeing people from the free content inside the vault and on my YouTube channel where I see guys saying, dude, RJ, watching your videos, I've gotten this many deals under contract. RJ, I bought the King Closers war chest and I've made $100,000. That's amazing. But I want that from each and every one of you. That's why I bring you videos every single day. I don't have to do this. I do this because I want to change y'all's lives. All of you. It's my purpose. It's what I want to do. Feel like I was called to do this. So yeah, when I see people struggling, I look at it and I say, maybe some of you will look at this and say, I don't like the way he talked to me. That's okay. I'm going to say it anyways. Someone has to be the one that tells you you're the only one that can change the results that you're getting inside of your business. I can show you how to talk to sellers, where to get the leads, how to comp and under. I can show you everything, which we already have, and we'll keep doing it every single day. But at some point in time, you have to be the one that makes the decision that you are going to take the necessary steps every single day, just like we did in 2020, just like we did in 2023, and just like we do every single day here in 2025. It's hard, man. It's hard because I know that if you guys put in the necessary actions and you utilize all of the resources that we provide, and I get it. We try our damnedest to turn on the lights as best as we possibly can. There's links in every single video, PDFs out the ass that we give you guys. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, Facebook group, written blog posts, emails. We try our damnedest to show you every possible way to show you what we have done to be able to win inside of this industry. I want that for you guys. Sometimes I feel like I want it a little bit more than maybe you guys want it. But at the end of the day, I cannot show up at your office or at your house and make you pick up the phone and come up with the solutions like Sergio did, where he says, I'll pay the oil bill. I'll make sure the heat gets turned on so the pipes don't burst. I'll convert this deal over to Innovation in West Virginia. I'll cold call buyers in rural Iowa so I can make $105,000 while his wife was 9 months pregnant. That's why he got those results. He found a way. He went and solved problems, and he won. He had plenty of excuses to make. Guaranteed. Because we all do. There's always a reason why I couldn't have done what I did today. I just make a choice every single day that I am not going to be a victim to my excuses, but I'm going to be a product of the choices that I make. And because of that, the results follow. Which one are you going to be? So I gave you multiple options on here. You can leave me a comment about whatever problems you've got going on. You can lean on me. You can tell me all the problems and all the excuses. But if you leave that comment, here's what I ask in return. Tell me what solution you are going to provide for yourself to get yourself out of that situation. Baby steps. 1%. That's all we're looking for. I hope this video made a difference for just at least one person. And like I said, that's you. This video was made directly for you.